died at dusk. She alighted next to the great grey owl and shifted, so that when Ulrich swivelled his enormous head, he saw beside him a very small blue-haired woman with sharp matching blue eyes that were already laughing at him. With anyone else he would have been insulted, but for some reason he couldn't get angry with her. "What's Mistress Nobody up to today, then?" he asked grumpily. "Not a thing," Bathsheba replied airily, knowing this would annoy him. "She's on the telephone." "With a night of inactivity to follow, I can only imagine." Ulrich spat down onto the parched soil below, or spat as well as an owl could, which was not very well at all. "The day Mistress Nobody does something interesting, believe me, I will go into shock. I think Rhoda is trying to punish me." He ruffled the feathers on his great head. "But for what?" Without waiting for a reply, he flew up into the air. Bathsheba watched as he landed amidst the leaves of the neighbour's dying ash tree. With his extraordinary sight, he could spy on Maggie from anywhere in the garden. He looked so fierce sitting there, his huge eyes permanently astonished, that Bathsheba began to laugh. If something didn't happen soon, he would explode. But then a sense of bad things to come shivered through her. She stopped laughing. War was raging in her homeland. Soon she would be called away, and they would long for these dull, boring days on the watch. Soon, everything would change. And not for the better. Chapter 2. The Dinosaurs. Did you know that dinosaurs lived on Earth for 165 million years before they became extinct? It was the middle of July, and boiling hot. In the distance, she could hear the shouts of kids playing football and dogs barking and running after balls over the yellowed grass of the big field. The sky was a blue dome above Maggie's head, both endless and bound by some invisible force. Everything was slow and lazy. Except for Will, who kept talking. "And we've only been here for 7 million. I mean, isn't that incredible?" Ida was leaning back on her elbows, the long blades of grass vying to brush against her smooth brown arms. "Yes, Will, incredible. But it's not like they did anything interesting in their 165 million years, did they? They just ate each other." "Well, that's not strictly true. Many of them were herbivores, like the Stegosaurus, for example. But anyway, the meteorite is probably the most interesting part." Will hurried on, trying to hold their attention. "Everything right at the epicentre was incinerated instantly. Whoosh! The excess carbon in the air destroyed what was left, or almost everything that was left. It was like a nuclear bomb times 1,000,000. "That's a scientific figure, is it?" Ida asked. Will continued as if he hadn't noticed the heavy sarcasm. "Then there was all this dust. So much dust swirling around the entire Earth. 75% of all life forms were destroyed. It was dark all the time. No daylight." Maggie started slightly and looked over at Ida, but she didn't flinch. She never flinched. "I mean, actually, we could do our whole project just on the meteorite," Will said. Ida sat up now, mockery flickering in her eyes. She smiled. "I mean, we could. But then again, who wants to do a project about a lump of rock that took out some reptiles millions of years ago? Come on, Will. It's like medieval people or something. Who cares? And the suffragettes are so fascinating. They were brave and brilliant women who changed our world. They paved the way for the opportunities girls and women have today.